Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Warm welcome to our 69th meeting. Thank you for coming here, sacrificing your Sunday sleep, family, everything. Today I'll be taking role of Sergeant at Arms. My duty is to set the stage for today's meeting. Our Toastmasters meeting runs smoothly because we have certain rules to follow to take the meeting from beginning to end without any interruptions and support our speakers with maximum effort. First, I have few rules. Please take out your mobile and keep your mobile in silent mode or switch it off. I'll give 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please do not leave the room or come to the room when a speaker is talking. It will interrupt the speech flow. So please do not do that. Do only when applause is going on. Another thing is, when you are taking up the stage, hand over the stage properly. Give a handshake and hand over, then only leave. And another thing is, don't use taboo topics like sex, religion and politics. Please refrain from those topics. With that, I want to remind you all mission of Toastmasters, just to remind us before the meeting. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With that, I want to call someone who's very close to me, a close friend of mine. He's from Meerut and he's an aerospace engineer, and he is in the domain for last 8 years. And he has a YouTube channel and I follow him. I am also from aerospace background, but I learned a lot from him. With this, please join me in welcoming Akshay, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Revati. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As the presiding officer of today's meeting, I would like to start the meeting number 69 of Whitefield Toastmasters with the stroke of gavel. I never knew that this wooden device is called gavel until I joined Toastmasters, but now I know. So before I start with a funny story or a funny real incident which happened with me last week only, I would like to start with guest intro first. If someone is there in the Whitefield Toastmasters meeting for the first time, they can give their intro. So you just have to tell your name and how did you come to know about Whitefield Toastmasters, and what are you looking forward to in this particular meeting. Yeah, you can speak from there only, no problem.
My name is Chandran and I stay nearby Bhadali only. I came to know about Toastmasters through the website.
Okay.
I was looking for the, Is it mic? So I came to know about, while searching on the website that there is a club Toastmasters. So I inquired on the website and I came to know.
Okay. And what are you looking forward to in this particular meeting? Any particular?
I'm just looking forward to, get a self-confidence in speaking. And since I'm part of the consulting, so it will help me to, remove the stage fear and the good flow in the speech.
Right. Very well, sir. Thank you so much. And anyone who has come for the Whitefield Toastmasters meeting for the first time, they can... Okay, cool. Anyways, you can tell your names to the guest. Okay. Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rajita, and we were guided by Uncle in Malapalli. And we came last week, so it was a very exciting and a very new experience for us. So we thought we'd come again and see whatever new things we can learn. So looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. Okay, I was talking about a funny incident or the funny real incident which happened with me last week. I was sitting along with 7 of my friends, 6 to 7 friends, and we were kind of chit-chatting. And one of the friend kind of stood up and she asked me, Akshay, what are you doing on Sunday? Let's go for a long drive. Like we can book a SUV or something and we can go for a long drive. So I recalled my plan for the Sunday, and I thought that I have a role to play. And so I told her that I have a role to play and I have a commitment and all those things. So she already knew that I am a part of a Toastmasters public speaking club. So she told me, you are doing this for 1 year now, and now you have reached a certain level. It's okay. Now you can, leave. It's fine. I told her that no, I have to learn. I have to level up. There are so many speakers out there from whom I can learn each and every movement. They have a different kind of body language, gestures, and it's kind of an add-on or rider for me in my public speaking skills. So out of the blue, she told that anyone can do public speaking. She told that it doesn't require any preparation or anything. So it got hurt because I am doing public speaking from last 1 year and there is so much to learn. It's a process. You have to travel a certain path and everyone has their own path. So as she said, coming to the point, as she said that it's easy to do, everyone can do it. So I decided to give her a table topic. Table topic means an impromptu topic out of the blue. I told her, if you think that it is very easy, just take this topic and speak. So she started thinking and she was sitting beside me on the sofa and she started speaking there only. But I told her, no, you have to stand and go there in front of everyone inside the hall and you have to speak, look in the eyes of everyone and then you have to speak. She thought that it is okay. So she stood and she went to the center of the hall and started to think about the topic which I gave her. 20 seconds into the topic and she was numb. Then she came back to my seat and she whispered in my ears, by the way, when is your meeting? Can we also come as a guest? So they might join us in the next meeting. They are still contemplating on that. But well, this was a funny incident which happened with me last week only. Well, for today, meeting number 69, I am playing a dual role as a presiding officer as well as the TMOD, the Toastmaster of the Day for today's meeting. As a Toastmaster of the Day, I would like to introduce, sorry for a moment, guys, you can please come. Please have a seat. So as a Toastmaster of the Day, I would like to introduce a imaginative concept to you. For example, we go to malls, we go to electric shops and all. We buy refrigerators or maybe washing machines, and every electronic device comes with a manual, right? What if we humans also have a manual? And I would like to throw this question in front of you all. That what do you think will happen if we all have a manual? We'll start with Sukesh. Sukesh, what do you think? If we all have a manual, will life be easier or it will be difficult, or how do you think?
It's like this machine. There's no emotion. You will just follow the manual.
Okay, very well. Sir, can you think about this concept? If we have a manual, so how will the life become?
Good thinking, but though humans are machines, but manual is not only the human. Because machines, somebody person is standing there, think like somebody is coming in the car, actually give you a manual, I want to speak to you. How does it connect you? So I don't think it's about there.
Right, like everyone is against the manual. But I gave this concept a little bit of thinking and I thought that in some cases it might be useful. But why do I think so? I have an example for every one of you from our club only. Let's suppose, okay, Toastmaster Radha is our treasurer, and let's suppose we have to buy a tripod for our club. Okay, then I have to, as the treasurer of the club, she has all the accounts details and everything. So I have to take a permission of her that Toastmaster Radha, can we afford a tripod in our club? So if this manual concept exists, then what I'll do? I'll just ask for a manual and just flip through the pages, and we'll check out for the day when she feels the best, and we'll call her on that particular day. Radha, can we buy this tripod for our club? So the probability of she saying yes to this particular thing will be more, right? But on a serious note, I feel like most of us do not know ourselves. We feel like we know it's a serious topic, but some of the times we kind of wander, and there has to be a certain technique through which we can know ourselves more. We'll discuss about this particular thing, the techniques and all, in the later segment. But before that, I would like to start today's meeting, and as a Toastmaster of the day, I would like to introduce the 3 segments. There are 3 segments in any Toastmaster meet, starting from prepared speech, where a certain number of prepared speakers with their prepared speeches will come here and they will deliver the speech. The second segment will be the table topic segment. So in this, it will be presided by table topic master, and there will be, it's an impromptu session, so anyone guest and the members can participate. They will come here and they'll be given a topic and they have to speak on that particular topic. And the third and the most important segment will be the evaluation segment, which will be presided by the general evaluator, in which the evaluation will be given to all the speakers and everyone from A to Z. Right? Shall we start?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, before we kickstart the first segment, I would like to call the general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Abhinesh, who happens to be a, yes, please. Who happens to be a mechanical engineer, and he is a voracious book reader as well. Okay, I asked Toastmaster Abhinesh the same question regarding the life manuals. So he answered that life will be easier, a bit easier, because we know that how we behave at a certain point of time, but it will be much more less in fun and excitement. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhinesh.
Thank you. Good morning all.
Good morning.
My name is Abhinesh. I will be the general evaluator for today's meeting. I will be evaluating all the proceedings of this particular meeting, and I'll be taking notes during the meeting of whatever has happened right and what we could improve upon as well. I'll also be taking notes and evaluating all the participants of this meeting, and I'll also be looking at some of the good examples like preparation or organization of your speech, or just your general enthusiasm as you are on the stage. For doing this, I'll be assisted by the grammarian of the day, by the roles of the grammarian of the day, the hour counter, as well as the timer. I'll introduce each of the role player to come onto the stage, let them introduce themselves, and then explain about their roles. So please join me in welcoming the first role taker, who is the grammarian, Toastmaster Kundam.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Little louder. Good morning. Yes. How many of you know that the least resistance path? Any idea? What does that mean is, if any given different tasks, right, people tend to take easiest tasks. Today I came to this meeting, I don't know my role. I got to know that I am playing a grammarian role. Out of which I felt it is not easy role. I need to carefully pay attention to all the speakers, make a note of good language usage as well bad language usage. It is not easy for everyone because I should be good enough to judge. Second thing is, I wanted to again to make a note of outstanding words. In your speech, right, how you are using your words, which impacts and improves our vocabulary. Third and foremost is what are the different codes people are using and the message they are giving. All these are the responsibility of a grammarian. Today I am playing a role, and this is what I am here to make a note of each and everyone's speech. And I am Samba Shudu. I am here for last 2 months in a Whitefield Toastmaster Club. And third part of the grammarian role is giving the word of the day. The today's word of the day is about. About. Spell A-B-O-V-E-B-O-A-R-D. The meaning of this is honest, as well legitimate or done in a completely honest, straightforward way. So this is the meaning of the word. Example of this word, usage of the word is, the hiring team maintained an about approach for the entire hiring process for the candidate. Second usage is, the news agencies were not about regarding their sources of headlines on their channels, leading to questions about the legitimacy of the news. I encourage each and everyone use this word during your speech. And finally, what I request you all, if anybody is using this word, to just show your thumbs up. That means you are acknowledging the usage of this word, so that I'll make a note of that. At the end, I will come again here. I'll just give my report who just displayed all these things I mentioned here. Thank you very much.
Okay, I know it's very hot outside, but we'll like more enthusiasm from you guys, so you can clap a bit more harder. Thank you. For the next role taker, I would like to introduce ignoring that, for the next role taker, I'd like to introduce Toastmaster Anjani, who will be the R counter.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm Anjani Kumar. I'll be playing today the role of R counter. As R counter, I'll be recording the usage of unnecessary sounds and words used by speakers and role takers. So some examples are some cut sounds like filler words like but, like, so, okay, filler phrases like you know, so this, like this, something like that, and some long pauses which are not necessary. Basically, these use of correct sounds and filler words reduces the value of the speech and sometimes annoying to the audience as well. So the note of this will help the speaker to become aware of this and reduce the usage of this in the future. When called upon by general evaluator, I will be providing my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Please take a note of the sound as well. It's very distracting. For the final role taker, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Shruti, who will be the timer of the day. Please.
How do I fit in?
Just hold it.
I'll hold it also. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Shruti Swarchita. So, I'm going to be taking up the role of timer for today's Toastmasters meeting. So, why is time important for a speaker? Why is it so important? Every speaker should have their speech within the specified time limit so that they won't experience any sort of disengagement or distraction from the audience's end. No speaker in this world would want that. So, as your timer, what I'll be doing is I will be recording and reporting the time of every speech that's delivered in here, and I will also hint every speaker how much time they have left remaining on the stage for them to wrap up the speech. For doing this process, I'll be making use of 3 colored cue cards. One is green, second is yellow, and third is red. when the speaker reaches the minimum time, I'll be raising the green card, and the speaker reaches the targeted time, I'll be showing the yellow card, and when the speaker reaches the maximum time, I'll be showing the red card. And you will also be having a grace time of 30 seconds on the either side of the time limit. So yeah, I'll start with the time related instructions now. So the first category would be the icebreaker speech, for which the speaker will be allotted a time span of 4 to 6 minutes. So I'll be raising a green card when it's 4 minutes, yellow card when it's 5 minutes, and red card when it's 6 minutes. And you will be having a grace time of 30 seconds on the either sides. And the next speech would be the prepared speeches, for which the time span will be 5 to 7 minutes. So I'll be showing a green card when it's 5 minutes, yellow card when it's 6 minutes, and red card when it's 7 minutes. The same way, a grace time of 30 seconds will be available. And next comes the table topic session, wherein the speakers will be allotted a time limit of 1 to 2 minutes. I'll be showing a green card when it's 1 minute, yellow card when it's 1.5 minutes, and red card when it's 2 minutes. Here the grace period of 30 seconds will be available only on the upper side, not on the lower side. And then at the end we have evaluator speech, wherein the time limit would be 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll be showing a green card when it's 2 minutes, yellow card when it's 2.5 minutes, and red card when it's 3 minutes. Yeah, this is going to be the instructions for the day. So yeah, back to Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the role takers of the day. So let us all start the meeting, as we had introduced our evaluators, the auxiliary role players for today, and we'll be presenting our detailed report at the end of this meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, so let's start the first segment of the meeting, the prepared speeches. And before calling the speaker number 1, I'll call the evaluator number 1. So this is like product manager versus product manager. And I went through the introduction of these guys. Both of them are product managers in their respective companies. That was the professional introduction. Anyways, the evaluator for Toastmaster Aditya will be Toastmaster Revati, who is a product manager by profession and also trained in Carnatic music. Please, Toastmaster Revati. Give it a round.
Thank you, Akshay. Aditya is giving L1P1, doing his L1P1 project. He'll be giving his introductory speech to the club. This is the first prepared speech to the club, and the objective of this speech is to introduce himself to the club. All the best, Aditya. And one request to the audience: once the speaker complete his speech, please stand up and applause to support him. All the best, Aditya.
Thank you. So it's time to call the speaker number 1, Toastmaster Aditya, who is again a product manager in e-commerce industry. And when I asked Toastmaster Aditya about the manuals, life manuals, his answer was, I'm not sure it will make it any easier. You got to experience the life. That's what his answer was, Toastmaster Aditya. Please give it up for him. One step at a time, Toastmaster Aditya. Toastmaster Aditya, one step at a time.
Firstly, thank you Akshay and Revati for the wonderful introduction. I hope we are the only 2 product managers today. I thought it was a unique profession, but we're in plenty. So let's begin. So the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So here I am today, taking my first step on my journey of Toastmasters. My name is Aditya, and it's a pleasure to be with all of you today. Like each and every one in this room, I am a person of my past experiences. And as part of my today's speech, I'd love to share some of those experiences with you. So let me begin with my childhood. I was born on 26 July 1989 in New Delhi. Right after my birth, at the delivery table, the doctor held me up upside down and proclaimed to my mother, "Look, what a Hanuman you've delivered." And rightly so, I weighed almost 5 kgs at birth. I grew up to be an extremely naughty child. For instance, I remember this one time when I was playing with my younger brother, who's approximately 3 years younger to me. I stacked up all the chairs in the living room, one on top of another to make a pile, put my little brother on top of the pile and push the pile down. Bam. So those were the kind of things I would do as a child. I mean, bordering destructive, not just naughty. Looking at my behavior, my parents were really concerned. So they thought there's definitely something wrong with our child, and they took me to a doctor. I know what all of you are thinking. My first visit to a shrink was at the age of 6. So after hearing my nervous father explain all of my symptoms to him, the doctor politely smiled and responded, there's nothing wrong with your kid. He's just an hyperactive kid who has a lot of energy. Just try and engage him in activities which will take all of this extra energy out and he'll be fine. And what followed was my parents enrolling me into lots of extracurricular activities, sports, music, karate, you name it, I've done it as a kid. Of course, those experiences shaped a lot of future passions for me, which maybe I'll talk about in the later part of my speech. Next, maybe I'll talk about my school and education days. Post my school, I had the opportunity of pursuing either engineering or economics. And no surprises, I followed in my father's footsteps and pursued a degree in engineering. Unfortunately, as soon as I started the course, I very quickly realized that this is far from what I really wanted to do in life. And the next 4 years is going to be a stretch. But having said that, college life was fun. I literally partied my way to an engineering degree. And as famous Indian author would say, graduated as a 5-point someone. Post-engineering, like maybe a lot of what you guys have gone through or would have gone through, I juggled with various choices of what I want to do next in life and came up with the unique option of doing an MBA. When I went for my MBA, if I were to be completely above board with you, I would say that my sole ambition was drinking a lot of alcohol and chasing girls. But when I reached MBA, I would term the first year of my MBA as a turning point in my career. When I arrived in that college, looking around all these driven and smart kids who were really competitive, serious about their coursework, something changed in me. I somehow found that long lost missing drive that I had in all of my past career, started working hard, did well in my coursework, got a good job. But aside from all of these material achievements, what I felt was I discovered that drive, that resolve to make something out of my life and build confidence in my abilities to do so. Finally, as the last part of my speech, I want to go back to something I touched upon in my first segment, which is passions. And sports has been a big passion in my life growing up. As I said, I was very lucky to get introduced to sports at a very early age. Of course, not entirely due to reasons of my own. And I took to it like fish to water. I still fondly remember growing up, I couldn't wait to come back from school to go out and join my friends for a game of cricket. All these years have gone by and I feel that not much has changed. Even today, I can't sometimes wait for the week to pass, for the weekend to arrive, and I would join my team for a match of cricket. Apart from being a very important passion, I would say that sports has also played the role of a very important teacher in my life. Those of you, how many of you have played or play sports? So I'm sure most of you would agree, right? Apart from being a passion, a hobby, sports is actually a great teacher in our lives. For instance, sports has taught me to be humble. For failure is almost an inseparable part of sport. Sports has also taught me to handle pressure much better. For instance, I can clearly relate to the nerves I feel on stage as a speaker, to the nerves I sometimes face when I'm facing the first delivery as a batsman in an important match. Finally, as I draw my speech towards an end, I would like to leave all of you with a quote, a famous quote from Albert Einstein. So the quote goes this way: "The only source of true knowledge is experience." I would encourage all of you to take that first step in experiencing something new as I have today. Thank you very much for this opportunity today. It was a pleasure to speak before all of you, and back to Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aditya. Definitely, sports teaches us so many things. How to handle jealousy, how to handle the pressure. So many things out there on the field which you cannot probably learn in the classroom, or maybe it will be too late to learn in the classroom, which you can learn very early on a sports field. But moving on to the next speaker, and before we call next speaker onto the stage, I would like to call the evaluator for speaker number 2, Toastmaster Radha, who also happens to be the treasurer of our club, as I mentioned. And I asked Radha the same question regarding the life manuals. This is my common question for the day, so I have asked this question to everyone actually. I just wanted to know the opinions of the people out there, how they think about having a manual of their own. So her answer to that question was, there should be no manual at all, because life is not predictable and manuals can't cover every situation, which is true, right? Please help me welcome Toastmaster Radha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshay. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Okay, we have water bottles kept each side. Please feel free to sip some. The second speaker of today's meeting is going to deliver its Level 1 Project 4. The objective is to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice and refine how he uses non-verbal communication when delivering a speech. Toastmaster Sukesh, break a leg. Back to you, Toastmaster Vivek.
It's time to call our second speaker, Toastmaster Sukesh, who is a marathon runner. I came to know this recently, and I'll be running the next marathon with him. Maybe 10 kilometers, you can go for 21, I believe. I asked the same question to Sukesh as well regarding the life manuals, and he had a different answer, ladies and gentlemen. He has a very different answer. We got the same answers from the people who have come onto the stage till now. But he told that it would be good to trigger the reset button every now and then onto yourself and start the life again. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Sukesh. Toastmaster Sukesh, two-wheeler economics, Toastmaster Sukesh.
Good morning, everyone. I came here in Bangalore in 2006. I got a job in a public sector company. So 600 people joined same day, and company don't know how to manage 600 people. And that time or also this time, Bangalore expenses is very huge. So company did some economics or some mathematics on finance. They found sending these guys to somewhere else is more cheaper than maintaining or keeping them in Bangalore. So they sent 3 batch of people, means around 150 people to IIT Kharagpur. So only one reason, it is not IIT or the prestigious institute. Accommodation, IIT hostel accommodation is very cheap, and training cost also cheap. So within 1 week, our 50 people went to IIT Kharagpur for training. And we all are from villages and studied in normal in mother tongue, in normal schools. We were all struggling to speak in English. And few guys in that team, they had some work experience, they are fluent in English. So every day evening we will have some debate, either politics or movies, any topic, and we will split into 2. Mainly this English speaking guys will be in one side and others in other side. So what we want to learn? We want to come out of the that barrier. We have to start speaking. So very interesting topic we always used to take is a movie, and that also South Indian movie. As you know how heroes will act. He will look this side with this one finger. He'll stop the train and chase helicopters, right? You have seen all those things. So the argument and counter argument will come. So the counter argument will come. See, in real life we want to do all those things, but we cannot do. So the heroes are doing, and we are enjoying the movie, right? So this was always counter attack used to come. So sometime I saw heroes come in a very very high-end bike, especially Enfield with a tut 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 sound, right? Without helmet. So we used to say, why the hero is doing this? So he said, okay, we also want to ride the bike without helmet, but police will catch us. Then what about the bike? He can come in low-end bike also, right? Let us come to the topic. You know Bangalore. Anybody knows how many vehicles are in Bangalore roads?
2 crore.
Guess?
2 crore.
Sorry?
2 crore.
It's almost is 1 crore.
Okay.
Out of which 60 lakhs are two-wheelers. And out of these 60 lakhs, 36 lakhs normal vehicles. If I say normal vehicles, that is having power less than 125 cc. Leave it the power aside. It will consume less fuel. And another 24 lakhs more powerful, it will consume more fuel. So this is the difference. So let's take normal vehicles. It will give you approximately how much mileage? Any guess? Take it as a 50 kilometer per liter. And a high-end bike, take it for the making max symbol, it's a 25 kilometer per liter, half of the mileage. And you know how many kilometers a Bangalorean travel daily? Guess? It is, yeah, it's almost 25 kilometer per day, up and down from work or whatever. Okay? So, if 36 lakhs normal vehicle travel daily, suppose, normal two-wheelers, it need how many liters of fuel? It's around 18 lakhs, right? 36 half liter fuel for 25 kilometer, it will come around 18 lakhs. Remaining 24 lakhs vehicles, its mileage will be, we can make max symbol 25 kilometer per liter. So it will take 24 lakhs liter. That means majority of the vehicle, 36 lakh need only 18 lakhs and 24 lakhs will take 24 lakhs liter, right? So after hearing my speech, maybe after 1 year, Bangaloreans decided, okay, we will not go for high-end bike, we will drive a low-end bike. Think that way. That means that 24 lakh people, they are also going to consume only 12 lakh liters of fuel, right? So we are saving 12 lakh liters of fuel, right? So it's a huge difference. We are doing 3 things. 1, we are going to spend less money for fuel, right? Second, you all know that fuel is limited in this world, right? And we are going to reserve more fuel for next generation. And third, the most important thing, air pollution. If we use good mileage or less fuel consuming bike or vehicles, we are going to pollute less in our air. If you see the mathematics, it's almost 20% better air we will get if we do this, right? Good thought? All are with me?
Yes.
Yes. Now, we are going to save approximately 12 lakhs fuel, right? Leave it, we are not able to achieve that target. At least we are achieving 6 lakhs per day. I'm talking all per day, right? 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs less fuel consumed in Bangalore. That what it means. You can see tankers are coming to fuel stations. It's approximately 30,000 liters. That's the capacity. So we need 20 less tankers per day, right? So what will happen to this fuel station guy? Who own fuel stations? He will feel the heat. Yes or no? Because what happened to my fuel selling? It is reducing day by day due to my talk, right? I don't know. Okay. So what will happen? He face the heat. What action he will do? He will tell, suppose he is having 20 employees. He will tell, okay guys, I'm not getting the sales what expected. So you for another 4 in that 20 find another job, right? So my intention was to improve our pocket and reduce fuel consumption, improve air quality. But what is happening this side? Some people are going to lose job, right? I don't know what to say. I'm giving these thoughts to you. You think and take a call. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mukesh. That was a very informative speech and also gave me a nostalgia for South Indian movies. I need to watch Shivaji the Boss once again, baby. Okay, so it's time for the most exciting segment, the segment 2 of the meeting, table topic session, which will be presided by the table topic master. And hold your applauses when I introduce this guy. There was an event which happened on 27th of April. It was a Division A International Speech Contest. And believe me when I am saying this, there were 8 amazing speakers. And Toastmaster Vaishak here managed to secure 3rd position. Please give him a thunderous round of applause, guys. Toastmaster Vaishak.
How is the Josh? Not sir. Vaishak, I'm not a lieutenant yet. How is the Josh? How is the Josh? How is the meeting so far? Awesome. So let's take it one level up. I'm your table topics master for today. And what is table topics? So how many guests do we have here? Just for a count. Very nice. Welcome. Table topics is a session where you guys can also participate. The crux of this meeting is to help you guys to improve your speaking skills. Yes, that's why we have all come here. Table topics is a time where you are put in a situation, you are given a surprise topic and you have to speak on it. Just 2 minutes. Minimum 1.5. Yeah, minimum 1.5 or 1? 1, right? Minimum 1 you need to speak. It's a challenge, trust me, the first 20 seconds itself. I've come from that, so I know how difficult it is. A few things to help you through. If you're given a topic, always try to relate it to something personal of yours. A memory of yours, maybe something you've read, maybe something you've seen. It doesn't matter if you're telling someone else's story also. Keep it yours. No one is going to find out. Okay? So with this, how I'm going to keep this is going to be very structured. I'm going to have first 2 members of our club and then we will have it for the guests so that you guys have a feel of how this works. Sounds good?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, from the members, who wants to become the first person to come on stage? Okay, Rahul. I'll come to you next. Hi, Toastmaster Rahul. Okay. 1 to 10, which number?
7. Thalas number.
Okay. If not for your current profession, what would you have opted for?
If not for my current profession, what I would have opted for? I would have opted to become a cricketer, as Toastmasters have already suggested that he is also a great cricket player. I would like to connect with you as well offline. I'm going to join your club as well. So I'll take one of my childhood memory. I studied in Navodaya Vidyalayas and my father was the principal there, and every year I changed to a different school. So every year I joined a new cricket team. The very first day when I used to go to the school, to the new school, I always used to focus on my first day to figure out who is the cricket captain of this class. And I used to sit beside him, I used to connect with him. When do you guys play? How many players are there? Can I join? Do you have a space in your team? I'm a batter, I'm a bowler as well. I'd like to be an all-rounder as well and all. So I played with a variety of teams, and then even in my first company, one of the questions to HR I asked us, do you have a cricket team? And he was surprised, he was shocked, like, what is this? What why this guy is asking this on a critical and crucial interview, but still I got away with it, and I became a member of the cricket team in my corporate as well, and even in my current organization, I'm a engineering manager by profession. I always take out my team to play cricket. I always state that no, let's not go to badminton, let's play cricket. Badminton is like just a 2 to 3 players game. When we play cricket, we all get to interact with each other. So I do become a little selfish to always get an opportunity to play cricket again. So I would say I would become a cricketer, and I'm enjoying IPL just as you all guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Toastmaster Aditya. You have to be careful about having principal son in your team. For me, if someone gave me a choice of an alternate profession, I would have actually become a taxi driver. Not in India, in Turkey. Because the taxi drivers in Turkey go at 180, 200 km per hour on the highway without any traffic jam. And I would love to be in that profession. All right, next, Toastmaster Konda. So you raising the hand, sir. A number between 1 to 10, not 7.
8.
If given the chance, at which point of your life you would like to restore to? If given the chance, at which point in your past life would you like to restore to?
Once again, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, always people choose by randomly or without any idea. If a given a chance, right? In a given a chance, people don't even find a right option during the time. Only when they go forward, they'll realize that, okay, my past actions are good, are better than what currently I'm rolling. So my childhood days, I resonate with Aditya also. I'm a sports player, like I'm state player in Kabaddi. Maybe you may be surprised that based on my physique or something in a current scenario, I used to enjoy playing ball, badminton, all the sports. And another part is, I'm also a runner. Like I also connect with Sukesh. Recently, I just started reaching to 10 more than that. So always I used to enjoy in sports and spending with the social, like instead of working in a corporate. In a corporate, my challenge also when I come to corporate from the village, right? I just challenge myself with the communication. That is the English. That is the one reason. Again, after so many years coming back to this club is to restore my communication skills back on track. Thank you very much.
I think we all feel at some point of time in our life, thinking about our past, that we would like to restore to one checkpoint there, right? Very relatable, Toastmaster Konda. Okay, next let's have a guest who wants to brave the waters. Yes. You are? Vinita. Okay. Vinita. Special questions for the guests. You can choose between 1 to 5.
4.
Okay, it's a nice topic. So, Vinita, is stealing to feed a starving child wrong?
Sorry?
Is stealing food to feed a starving child wrong?
Good morning, everyone. My topic is stealing food for a starving child wrong? I think it's about the perspective. From my perspective, what I see is that I'm giving food to a starving child. He's hungry. He's wanting food. So why not, steal and give it to him? And I don't think that's wrong because it may so happen that that food may go waste. So I know the destination for that food, which is going to go in the tummy of the child for sure.
it's very important to teach the child that why I did this, so that when he grows up, he's not doing the same thing for wrong reasons. So yeah, this is about.
Let's give one more round of applause because of the entire list of questions. Because of the entire list of questions, that was the most difficult one. So great job. All right, one of the members. Sorry, I saw many hands up. Yeah, okay. Looking at the members only. Right. Yes, I know. Okay, between 1 to 10, not 7 or 8.
6.
Everyone's around that region only. Okay.
Average.
Okay. What experience from the past year do you appreciate the most?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for the time. So the first thing is, what is that?
Sorry. Timer is.
Thank you. So the question, if I'm correct, what is that experience that I like most in the last year? Okay. 2023. It's more of a professional thing. I'll start with my professional as the experience. So the experience, what I was doing is more of leading a lot of teams, bigger teams. That was my initial first 6 months of period. Then one day my boss asked, hey, there is a new role, which is an individual contributor role you have to do, and it's more of working with across the world people. I had never had that experience in my past. Though I have been working with a lot of US and other nations, but not across the globe. So this was one of the opportunity I thought, though I was in very much comfort zone, kind of a king in that earlier position. It was really, it took a lot of time to move to this new role, because you see in so-called in India, everybody think of teams, bigger teams. So I had to move from that to this. It took some time. It took a lot of emotional trauma within me after 20 years going into this thing. But I feel that I made a right choice by moving and learning a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Connecting the two previous topics, just one small incident from my past year. I was at a supermarket in a foreign country, and they were selling fruits. So I was just picking up some fruits. And then there was I wouldn't say a kid, maybe in his teens. He came and took some fruits and just ran off. So I was shocked. I'm like, oh my God. Should I run behind him? Do I tell the shopkeeper? What should I do? I'm like thinking, dumbfounded. And then the shopkeeper comes and I just tell her, because at least she needs to be aware that I did not take it, right? So it happened. So I'm like, this happened, and she's like, it's okay. It was in Vietnam, so she said this term called "kham sao," which means no problem. So I'm like, but are you not worried? Like, someone has stolen your produce. They're like, see, if someone is stealing food, she told me, if someone is stealing food, it's because they are hungry. Otherwise, no one in the right mind would steal food. I mean, I am having cosmetics here, I am having much more costly stuff here, and they're taking just a few, 2-3 fruits away, it doesn't matter. It's what she terms as food given to God. If God has come and taken it from me, it doesn't matter. But this above board perspective of hers, that perception that she gave just blew my thoughts out of proportion. All right, let's have a guest. Oh, a lot of hands. Excellent. Yes. I'll come to you. Your name?
Ayushi.
Ayushi. Hi, Ayushi.
Hello.
Between 1 to 5, not 4.
2.
Okay. Which is the most memorable place on earth that you have ever visited?
Okay.
So I think memorable place is something like which is our experience. It's just a simple place, but yet it can be very special or very memorable to you. So I'll go to my part. So I came to Bangalore in 2022 May. I have been in the industry like in corporate for 3 years, but yeah, due to COVID came, so I moved to Bangalore in 2022 May. So in 2023, I got my first house. Obviously, it's a rented one, but I got everything settled. I managed the bills and all, and it was very good experience for me. House hunting was a memorable experience for me, like going, seeing the houses, thinking what I want, what colors I want, which situation, like what is the location I want. So yeah, so currently the most memorable place on earth is my room's balcony. To me, it's a simple place, not a very good view, but yeah, it gave me a sense of peace. When I come to home after working long hours, I look into the view and I am just relaxed. So it's the most memorable place on earth for me as of now.
Thank you. I very much relate with you, Ayushi, because my balcony is also the place of solace for me. I have my plants and I have all my gardening stuff done there, so it's a place of that. I would still rate it the same as you. All right, let's have Hariom, because he's giving me dirty looks from a long time not picking him. Between 1 to 5, not 4, not 2. 3. Okay. If I could grant you one wish, what would you wish for?
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Saying above board what Vaisak has told, there is every person has one point where he want to go again, just like earlier topic was there, if you wish to go on that topic. So I will ask Vaisak to send me the place, so send me a time when I can start my first job again. So why I said that, see, when you say that what can be the wish, you think something like that when you are sitting alone sometime at your home or sometime in your work, and you have that memory that happened around 15 years back, and still you want to go that place. It means something is touching there, and you are doing something better there. See, when I was in my first job, it was a Big Four firm, and frankly speaking, work per se, difficult type of the life. Sometime morning from 9 o'clock to evening 2 o'clock, and this is not for one day. This schedule was going for 15 days or 20 days in a stretch. But still I remember that was the time, sitting 2 o'clock night also, I was never feel that I am tired. Even when we are coming from the office, people were there, we'll go for table tennis. We'll play tennis at 2 o'clock in the morning and then go to home. And still nobody having just like, oh, it's 2 o'clock, what happened? So I think that was the best time. I wish if I can go there again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to call out members who did not put their hands up. Toastmaster Radha.
Thank you.
I'm not going to make you choose a number as well. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end?
If a novel is written on my life, it would definitely be Try and Try. I come from a family where girls were not allowed to wear jeans. I came from a family where no one worked in US shift. I came from a family where girls usually didn't have friends/boyfriends. I came from a family where girls were not asked to share their opinions.
I came from a family where girls are not married till the age of 29. All this happened because I had a wonderful father who believed in me, who told that if you want to give it a try, you have to prove that you are capable of doing this. You have to take your stand. So if I want to write a novel, if somebody writes a novel about my life, it would definitely be try. The reason I was very open, I had a very good communication with my father every time. Whenever he said that, Amma, you have to do this, but if I don't agree with him, I'll always argue. Whenever he said, you should do this, but I was not up for it, I will definitely tell, this is something I should not deserve. And I got one point clearly, that there is no one who will break all these barriers for you. It's always you. There are so many things which are not good about me. There are so many problems in me. If I want to remove all those, I think I only can do that. I can only work on myself. I can only try and wait for the result. So what if I don't get the result I wanted to? But at least I reached from milestone 1 to 2. So a novel on me will be try and explore myself and tell my family, my friends, my well-wisher that I want to do this. So please help me. Back to you.
This reminds me of a very famous saying from a favorite animated movie, which says that yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is present. That's why it's a gift. Or maybe today's gifts are, today is a gift, so that's why it's called the present. Okay, next member. Come on, Maruf, yeah. Toastmaster Maruf. Hi. Between 1 to 10, not 2, 6 or 7. When you are 80 years old, what will matter to you the most?
Yes, when I'm 80 years old, what will matter to me? I think the most important thing which will matter to me are my relationships, which I'll be making throughout my life. It is the most important part, because when we are 80, we don't have energy, so we don't have enough time. So it's the important part that we spend that quality time with our close members, with our special family members. And apart from that, if I am 80, what I would be doing is I would be a philanthropist, where I'd be going around the world. If I'm healthy enough, I'd be going around the world and I'll be participating in doing well-wishing works for the struggling which is going around. Especially it could be medical related, it could be infrastructure related, it could be anything, but I would just want to be as a contributor to the welfare of the society, to the world. And apart from that, if I have to choose what I will be doing if I am 80, and if my the better half is alive, then I'll be going out on a world tour with her. I think that I'll be doing that at the age of 60 as well, but at the age of 80, I would want to do that. If both are alive, then I would want to look at that perspective, that 80 years perspective with the world, especially to the world, so that I imagine how it feels to be having very less time and you want more time and you want to explore the world. So apart from that, if I am 80, what all I can do is I think that's all.
What's up? I think we keep thinking, right? Like when we grow older and older, and when I'm 80, we'll be alive, first of all. But if we are, we should be also able to walk out. And if you are able to walk out, we should have that partner with us to walk out. And then if everything else, the world should be as is the day today, right? Okay, next member. Toastmaster Aditya. Between 1 to 10, you tell a number, I'll tell it's taken. All right, okay. If given the chance, no, I think no, 8 is done, sorry.
5. Also done?
Yes, no, 5 is okay. What message would you convey to your younger self 10 years ago? I think it relates to your speech, but anyhow.
Interesting. So the one thing that instantly comes to mind if I were to talk to myself, not just 10 years ago, but even 5, 4, 3 years ago, a simple message that it's okay. And I said this maybe a couple of meetings back. As you grow older, there are so many things that you start stressing about. Work, relationships, money. Even though I feel that I have, or I'm in such a better place than I was 10 years or even 20 years ago, in terms of my education, in terms of my family, in terms of my job, I still feel that maybe I was happier. As somebody mentioned, the best time of their lives is when they were children. I relate with that immensely, and I would say that I feel that I was happier 20 years ago, right? What is the problem that has led me to be in a state where everything is better, but mentally I'm still less happy? It's the fact that we put so much pressure on ourselves constantly, of stressing ourselves out by always wanting to do better. So the only one message that I'd like to give myself, and I want to continuously reiterate it to myself, is it's all right. You've tried, you've failed, you've learned, it's all right. Move ahead, don't stress. Because being happy at the end of the day is the most important goal that all of us are seeking. Even if I were to quote a famous message from Dalai Lama, what he says is the goal of life is to be happy, right? No matter what profession you're in, sports, corporate, etc. So it's okay, you've tried, focus on your mental health, be happy. Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. I believe I would have given the same advice to myself 10 years back. All right, okay, let's have a guest for a change. Okay, Hi. You are?
Prachika.
Prachika. Hi, Prachika. 1 and 5. Which number?
One, I think. Okay, one then.
What do you love to do?
Okay. So good afternoon, everybody. So my topic is, what do I love to do? Well, I am a very friendly person, so I love communicating with people. I'll go to, I thought my basic characteristic was maybe to listen about other people. So I love talking to people, not talking about myself, but talking about them. So I learn from them and listen to their experiences. So probably that is the main reason that I'm enjoying this Toastmaster Club, because I am hearing a lot of experiences from different people, which is, I think, helping me, because I love knowing about people, so it's helping me grow to some extent. So I think what I love is whenever I get I get some time, or I am with a group of people I don't know, I'll take an initiative and talk to them by myself, and probably have good relations carrying forward. That is why, it's been around 12 years I've done my schooling. I'm still in touch with all of my friends. I'm still hanging out with them, my college friends, I'm still living with my friends. So I think that is the one thing that I love to do, and I will carry forward it once I a future. So thank you.
I think this is a perfect place for you to hang out every Sunday. Okay, members. Come on, members. Okay. Three, 4, 9, and 10. Which number?
9.
what is the best advice you have ever received which has helped you succeed in life?
Good morning, everyone. The topic is, what is the best advice received by anyone which helped me? So coming to as the advice, so everyone, whenever we are at any stage of the life, right, we try to get advice from many people. Like, let's say if I'm in 12, people suggest, okay, try these exams, or you can do better. Or if you're in engineering, okay, select these subjects or electives so that you'll get a good job, or this is a considerable place for your placement or something. So the best advice, in my opinion, which I got was my lecturers at 12th class, where they identified my weaknesses and suggested these are the improvement points to excel at any exam which I selected. So particularly my physics lecturer, who told that the reason why you are scoring some lesser marks is because of the height. So basically what we do, so whenever we have an exam, right, generally the exams will be like, it will cover +1 and +2 entire syllabus. So what we typically do, before the exam, I'll start from +1, chapter 1, and I'll reach chapter 10 or 10. By then time gets over. I don't really work on the areas which I am weak. So the best suggestion he gave was, first concentrate on the areas which you are weak, and then revise the other things. So that kind of changed my attitude, not just while preparing exams, but even in our daily life. Like, let's say if I have 10 OKRs, I'll generally prioritize the weaker ones first, so that I understand the strategy and I can plan my timelines. So maybe to everyone, so identify your weaknesses, work on them, and then plan your time accordingly. That's it. Back to you.
Thank you. It's a very sound advice, right? I mean, even for us, when someone gives us an advice, it could be even our friends, family, or anyone in our previous time, right? Before corporate, college, school, that one advice would have changed your life or changed your whole perspective. And that's what I have gone forward. So, good. Okay, so now it's going to be open house. I'll have 2 more speakers who wants to grab the chance. Yes. Sumesh. Yes. Hi, Sumesh.
Thank you.
Okay, so there's just one topic remaining here.
Perfect. I don't have to make a choice.
Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength?
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Somesh. Well, just this morning I cried. I look completely fine. So I must say, definitely, I am not weak. In fact, I feel crying is an emotion that does bring out your true nature. When I say true nature, what I actually mean is, there are certain emotions that as a man, you're hiding from the entire world, right? There are a lot of intricacies in life that you cannot move forward with. When you cry by yourself, you actually have certain feelings which tell you it's okay. It's okay to let out emotions. It's okay to let these things that have already been inside you out. I connect to a story of one of my friends who I met recently in Seychelles. I called him a friend, although it was just a 2-hour meeting. He was sitting by the beach at night. It was about 8 p.m. Pretty old, a man in his 80s, I would say. I grabbed my beer. I grabbed one more beer for him. I went beside him and I sat beside him. Coming from a man who's 8 years old, I thought this is a chance to ask him what exactly are the advices he would like to give me, to lead a successful life. There are 2 things he said. He said, 1, choose the partner you want to be with very, very carefully, because 80% of your life's happiness is going to come from that one particular thing. 2nd, cry a lot in solace. To be completely above board, I actually thought that this might not be the case of me crying, because growing up in Indian society, you're like, if I cry in front of people, people are going to judge me to be weak. But the more I took his advice, I actually realized that, crying was letting out your emotions a lot, and that is what kind of helped you to think much better and much clearly in your head. improving each and every step of your life. So, to all of you present here, do go home, cry out loud. Thank you.
What a wonderful message that's been given out. But I'm definitely not going to go home and cry loudly, but in solace for sure. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Hand was up before I even. Okay. Your name? Manoj. Okay. So I'm giving that one last topic for you as well. Which advice given to you has not worked out for you? Which means which advice given to you did not have anything good when you tried to implement it?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. The advice given to me and not well implemented by me, a lot of things, but what I have remembered that advice given to me by many of my colleagues, elders, that improve your communication skill, and it was not taken seriously by me in last many years. But after coming to Bangalore, I have realized that without better communication skill, it will not work and worthwhile to surviving in Bangalore. Because I'm a Hindi-speaking Bells, so I feel very much difficult how to communicate to our colleagues, our superiors, our junior ones. But I feel very much difficulty in that. So I started search on internet where to go in Bangalore, because Bangalore is the new place for me, and where can I get such a platform to improve my communication skills. So lastly I got Toastmaster, but I don't know anything about the Toastmaster. What is Toastmaster? I get in details, and then I found that in nearby Whitefield there is a Toastmasters where communication skills maybe improved, and maybe the right place for me to join this clubs. And one day I came here, and I certainly realized that it is a better place and ultimate place for me to improve my communication skills. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Communication is very critical for us, right? Because we are a country where every nook and corner of the street there is someone speaking a different language. There are mixes of languages, there are derivatives of derivatives in languages. So the official language in India has become English, because that's the easiest way to communicate. So that's where communication becomes critical. And yes, Toastmasters is a place where it's like we don't teach essentially how you communicate better. You come here, you observe others, you get feedback, and you keep speaking and speaking and speaking in such opportunities to improve. And that's the best way, because that's something that is triggered from yourself and that comes within, right? So great. Thank you so much. And let's have a big round of applause for all the speakers who have come today. Just an advice or a feedback or a suggestion for everyone in general, whenever you are faced to come on stage and you have a topic or something you need to suddenly speak on. Your best friend is something called as a pause. Even in the competition, what I'm seeing because of what I witnessed in the competition, when someone gives you a topic, let's say you don't know anything about it and you are like blank, zero idea what I'm going to speak on. Don't start talking. Look at the audience and just smile around. Because the timer, the judges, whoever is going to mark you or take a feedback on your speech, they are going to start only with your first non-verbal action or a verbal sentence or a word or a sound. Okay? So when you get the topic, it doesn't matter. You can just stand about. This is a smile, but in the background all that communication is going on, right? Inside, trying to formulate the speech. So this helps you a lot to think once, because you know that saying, right? Think before you, it's act, but speak, yes. In this case, it's speak. So think and then you speak. That one, maybe 15 seconds of pause can help you formulate everything in your head, right? Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vaishak, for those amazing string of topics. How did you like the session, guys? Good? Okay, so next session will be the evaluation session, and it is an inevitable session because the evaluators will come here and will give their above board reviews or the evaluations for the speakers and the entire session. And for that particular session, I will be calling General Evaluator Toastmaster Abhinesh. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Abhinesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay Srivastav. So this brings us almost to the final session of the session today. And I'll be inviting the evaluators, and followed by that I'll be inviting the auxiliary role players, who are the grammarian, the timer, and the R counter. So why this portion is important is that, let's say, how many of you like cooking? I'm one of the people who doesn't like cooking, but since COVID I've been forced to cook. So while cooking, you add your favorite ingredients first, and then you add spices into your food, and then you start to smell it. It's a sensory feedback that you get. You get the sense of smell, whether the spices have cooked properly. And finally, after you add your final ingredients, you add salt. And then you do the last taste check before you give it to the audience who are waiting for the dinner. So that's also a feedback, the taste check, because you don't need to give or provide uncooked or undelectable food. So feedback is quite important, not just in cooking, but also in life. But that's going too far ahead. And many of you have come here to not only to improve your communication skills, but also to know where you are currently lacking. And that's where the feedback comes into the picture. For this, I'll first invite the evaluator for speaker number 1, Revati.
Hello everyone. Toastmaster Aditya, what a wonderful speech. Toastmaster Aditya has exceedingly met the purpose of his speech, and to just go with the evaluation process, I have few suggestions. In that I'll mention what went very well. First, on the clarity, exemplary public speaker, you have well understood as an audience, I felt. Audience awareness and interest, you have shared us your past experience, which we all could very well relate, and we had experience in our past days also. So great in that also. Comfort level, you appeared completely comfortable, self-assured with the audience. And a few suggestions. You can use tone, speed and volume as tools in your upcoming speeches. And eye contact, at some points you were looking down, so you can work on that. And gestures, you have taken your phone in your hand, so next time you can leave it so that you can get support of your hand gestures also. Yeah, that's all. All the best.
Thank you. For our next speaker, the evaluator. I'll invite Toastmaster Radha, who is the evaluator number 2.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. If content, relatability, confidence had a face, it would definitely look like yours, Toastmaster Sukesh. Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Sukesh for completing his level 1 project 4. Congratulations. Thank you for delivering a beautiful speech. Your straightforward approach helped us grasp the subject matter with clarity and confidence. Thank you for delivering such an above-word speech. There were so many beautiful aspects I noticed in your speech. Starting with the good. Number 1, the objective. The objective of the speech was to use intentional and unintentional non-verbal communication. We all figured out the way he used his hand gestures, both the hand gestures, openly. Example, whether on discussion on movies, whether on talking about the vehicle, he was intentionally using hand gestures to add more value to his topic. Number 2, the audience engagement. I loved the way how subtly he asked questions to make a bond with his audience. Example, he asked, what's the number of vehicle on the road, number of two-wheelers, time consumption, fuel consumption. Not only that, he also tried taking audience approval or consent. He's like, you're with me, right? So that really helped him to break the ice and be with his audience. So kudos to you. And number 3, the matter. The way he blended the story, message, call to action was beautiful. It was easy to follow the content. The content or the theme was relatable. We all know what's going on, how two-wheelers are playing an important role. It was easy. It was not a rocket science or something new. So thank you for choosing the matter easy. Now talking about the points of improvement. Number 1, usage of non-verbal communication. So the non-verbal communication includes gestures, facial expressions, appearance and tone of voice. Though he excelled as using hand gestures correctly, but I felt that the tone of voice was a little missing. Most of the time his voice was on a monotonous note. If adding the pitch higher and lower will add some drama, some more connect. And I would also look forward to the next segment or next part of your speech. Number 2, the stage moment. I noticed that our speaker, Toastmaster Sukesh, has a habit of moving from point A to B, from right to left or front. So, and you had a good scope because you had good content. You could have divided your stage, A, B, and C, and that's why you can cover everybody. So the stage movement could be better. Number 3, the source. You were giving details or data, but I would also want to know from where you got those data. Example, according to the Road and Transport or according to the Bangalore Municipal Corporation, this, the data is like that. So it would definitely add more value to your speech. To challenge yourself, Toastmaster Sukesh, I would say you can add some drama or some suspense to your speech element. Example, playing with the title, using some props or including some role players, involving characters. But all in all, easy to follow, confidence, clarity, content, relatability, usage of non-verbal communication were the highlights of your speech. Just working on this improvement and challenging aspects will make you a sought-after speaker. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So that concludes our first evaluation section for the speakers. Followed by this, we'll have the tag team, which are the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian report, which are equally as important as the first evaluation because they will also be evaluating the other speakers as well. So let me welcome again the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster.
Again, good afternoon. Yeah, my job today became easy. I just did not find much grammatical kind of issues during your speeches, but I wanted to highlight from each speaker. First, I can come to Aditya. If you really carefully listen to his speech, one thing we can learn, the message is purpose of your things, what you're doing. Second thing is passion. So whatever you do, if you have a purpose and passion, it's like a non-stop in your career. That is the first message I think you can learn from his first speech. Coming to the quotations, like he started with thousands of, journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. As I mentioned, people start like scared of taking any of the difficult tasks. But any journey starts with first step. To start, take that task and move forward, you will reach that. That is the second message. I think it's a very important for everyone coming here. Thank you, Aditya. Coming to the Sukesh, I like his energy with his marathon kind of a things. So everybody really need a energy. Energy means that our physical, mental, that energy, right? That drives to your excellent work and relationship and you will be successful. That is the second message we can get it. People will be sitting continuously not having physical, mental health, right? Be there, energetic in your things. So that is the second message. Coming to the usage of the third words, most of the people used Akshay, Aditya, Vaishak, Radha, and Somesh and Arihom, all they use that word of the day. And I wanted to highlight from the table topics, I liked most interesting speech from Somesh. I think he's a very experienced kind of a speaker. I really learned from him. That is what also we can learn from the people. It's not that being a member or a guest. It is like a skill. So we can grab the skill from the Somesh. So coming to this one more learning, how many of you wanted to write your own book? From Radha, she wanted to write a book, try. And what my suggestion is, never give up. You try, you will get it. That is what the message we can take it from Radha. So coming to this last part, right? Yeah, all other speakers, like one more thing, Arihom. His speech also really that way he just spoke, right, with his accent and the flow, right, really well. Like normally, even if I speak also, the speech is not interesting and accent, vocabulary, if that is not really good, right, people don't get interest. So that is also part of that. I liked is the way his hand gesture as well, that wording, accent is very good. Thank you very much. This is what my report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Konda. For my next supporting role, I would like to invite the R counter, Toastmaster Anjani.
Good afternoon, Toastmaster and guests. I'll be reading out the usages. Toastmaster Avinesh used R more than 2 times. Toastmaster Konda, R number is more than 2, was used more than twice. Toastmaster Shruti used R more than 2 times and 2 times. Aditya, no much unnecessary usage. Toastmaster Radha, fine. Sukesh, was used more than 4 times. Toastmaster Rahul, was used more than 5 times. Guest Vinita, R was used once. Toastmaster Kartikeya used R 2 times, so was used more than twice. Guest Ayushi, R was used more than twice, so was used unnecessarily once, and but was used unnecessarily once. Hari Om, you used like and but more than twice. Toastmaster Radha, A was used more than 2 times. Toastmaster Maruf used A more than 2 times, twice. Guest Prachika used A once and so 2 times. Toastmaster Somesh, A more than 2 times. And yeah, that's it. Toastmaster Manoj, so was used more than 2 times. Okay, Somesh. Toastmaster Revati, A was used more than 2 times. Toastmaster Radha, I think we covered. That's it. Back to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anthony. For the next, I would like to invite Toastmaster Shruti, who is the timer for today's meeting.
So today, except for one person from table topic session and one person from evaluation session, every other speaker is qualified and is eligible for voting for today. Thank you.
Would you like to say who is timings for each
I can read everyone's name. Who is disqualified?
For qualified.
Okay. Arun has delivered a speech for 2 minutes. Honda for 1 minute 21 seconds. Vinita 46 seconds. Karthikeyan Shakti 1 minute 37 seconds. Ayushi 1 minute 13 seconds. Hari Om 1 minute 25 seconds. Radha 2 minutes 11 seconds. Maruf 1 minute 54 seconds. Aditya 1 minute 43 seconds. Prachita 1 minute 11 seconds. Anjani 1 minute 41 seconds. Somesh 2 minutes 12 seconds. Manoj 1 minute 39 seconds. This is under table topic session. And in prepared speeches, Aditya delivered a speech for 5 minutes 51 seconds. Sukesh 6 minutes 59 seconds. And in evaluations, Revati gave a speech for 2 minutes 1 second. Radha for 4 minutes 12 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shruti. So this brings us almost to the end of the evaluation section, but again, you have to bear with me for the final general evaluators report, which could be a bit longer. The timing was perfect. Actually, we started bang on time, and all the guests were properly welcomed. The room and equipment were on spot except for this poster, which could have been arranged much earlier. The Sergeant at Arms introduced correctly the mission statement, and there was some distraction in the beginning, but this was subsided because later some of the guests actually waited outside while somebody was speaking on the stage. Thanks to you that the speaker was not distracted. And yes, we should have talked about the availability of water as well as washroom at the beginning of the meeting, which is something that I guess we missed. And for the meeting opening, while transitioning between people on the stage, please try to work on the opposite direction. That will be much helpful because that also could be distracting. And the presiding officer and the Toastmaster of the day, Akshay, thanks to you, you were quite energetic and drove the meeting forward. And the theme of the day, you were explicitly stating the theme of the day, thanks to you, that everybody was fully aware of what the theme was. Next is, the Toastmaster of the day. Where are you? Sorry, Table Topics Master. He's gone out? Okay. The Table Topics Master introduced the topics correctly and introduced the session correctly and managed to give out the objective of the session. He was able to engage both the audience. Thank you. I was just talking about you. So you are able to, you managed to grab attention from both the guests as well as the members to talk on the stage, which is again one of the most exciting sessions in this meeting, and hence you succeeded in that. But I would still recommend you to invite the members who had not participated or taken a role to come onto the stage first, and then give the role to the people who had taken the role. And thank you for the comments or anecdotes at the end of his speech, which was quite relatable, and we were able to connect to that as well. For the speakers first, Aditya, doesn't look like an L1 P1. You are quite proficient on the stage. And for speaker number 2, Sukesh, yes. Thank you for the topic. It was quite relatable because I drive a two-wheeler and I drive something about 125cc. I don't want to give that up. And the evaluator number 1, Revati, you explained the speech context for L1 P1 correctly, and a bit more on what he will be evaluating on. That would have been more appropriate at the beginning, because this would introduce to the guests who don't know about your process what you are going to do. And and again, your evaluation was also very good. I guess it will be implemented by Aditya for the next speech. And evaluator number 2, you explained the speech context perfectly. The objective was stated clearly, and during your evaluation, you analyzed the speaker based on gestures and the vocal tone, which I guess is the context or objective of L1 P4. You also pointed out at the unnecessary stage motion, which was also very good. The tag team, you were spot on whatever task you were given. Thank you for that. And since the grammarian has already introduced the word of the day, please, if anybody is using the word of the day, it would be very motivational for them if you show the thumbs up gesture. I didn't see a lot of hands coming up. Even I was one of them. I guess it's a short listening span for me. Apart from that, the session, I think, was very neatly organized, and I thank the presiding officer and the Toastmaster of the day for making it a successful event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster General Evaluator Abhinesh, for that evaluation. Okay, I'll just quickly wrap up what I started in the beginning about the life manuals, right? You remember the topic, right? Or it is forgotten? Okay, cool. So I feel like it is much better to know about yourself as much as possible. Like, how will your heart react to certain situations? How will your body react when you eat certain kind of food? Very practical, right? Or if you are talking to your manager, there is the appraisal kind of a meeting, and the questions or the things are bombarded onto you, right? So how will you react at particular situation, so that you actually mention what needs to be mentioned at the need of the hour, in the need of the hour. So we need to experiment with us a lot. We need to look after things. We need to talk to people out there and need to know about ourselves as much as possible. Believe me, when we know about ourselves as much as possible, life will be much more easier. Try this out. Start experimenting with various things. We kind of fear to experiment, but start experimenting various things. Talk to people out there. Be in different situations out there, and you will know more about yourself, which will be much more easier. We do not have our life manual we do not have, right? But when we know more about ourselves, it will be as a life manual, and we can use it whenever possible, right? So this is me signing off as Toastmaster of the day, and now I am switching my role to the presiding officer, because I'm playing a dual role today, and I have a couple of announcements as a presiding officer for the meeting. So results will be announced too soon. Okay, so guys, you can scan this particular barcode which is circulated by Radha, and everything is mentioned in this, and you can take the poll. Okay, we'll announce the results in some time.
How many of you are not added to members of guest list? I'm sharing the link with members and guest list as well. Those who don't have, are not added,
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Radha. Okay, so we will come back to the results towards the end. Before that, I have an announcement regarding the coronation. So coronation is the pinnacle of the events. if you remember, I talked about the Division A contest which took place in the last week of April, where Toastmaster Vaishak and distinguished Toastmaster Madahir actually secured second runner-up position in international speech contest and table topic contest. Please give it up for them, guys. And there will be the coronation event which will be happening on 25th and 26th of May, this month only. It's a paid event and it is happening in Royal Orchid, Yelahanka, right? Okay, so we can talk about that later after the meeting. If anyone of you is interested to join the event, I am telling you there will be many keynote speakers. There will be, a high-level contest which will take place in all the 3 segments: international speech contest, table topic contest, and the evaluation contest. And it will be a 2-day event. Okay, moving on. This is for the members actually. I have noticed that when we put the poll into the group after for every Sunday meeting, like we will put the poll today for next week, for 12th of May. So members kind of delay in replying onto the poll. So I request you guys to please reply onto the poll as soon as possible. As soon as you see the poll and you have a tentative plan to come on for the Sunday's meet, please put the poll. There are 2 options, available or not available. It will be helpful for us to actually plan the meeting out there in advance. This is one point. And now the exciting part actually. There are a couple of awards which Whitefield Toastmasters has recently got. The first of that is Super 7 Award, and I want to listen the thunderous applause, please. So this is the award which we get when all the executive committee members actually attend the judges training program. And we have all attended the judges, all 7 executive committee members have attended the judges training program, and that's why we have got this Super 7 award. The second award is the most distinguished award in District 92, that is the President Distinguished Award, and we have recently got it. And hold your applause. This is not because of the executive committee, this is because of the members of Whitefield Toastmasters, because there is a DCP points in place which helps us to achieve this particular award. Because of the speakers come and give here, because of the levels they achieve, these all things add up, and then we get the President Distinguished Award. And thank you so much to all of you. Let's hear a thunderous round of applause. So I believe yeah, that is all. Our results are ready. Guys. Okay, in the meantime, we can have, results will be ready soon. In the meantime, we can have the guest feedback. Chandan, can you please give some guest feedback? How did you like the meeting? Right. Okay.
Behind that, so that somebody can write over there. So it will be easy, for other members also, I guess, to use that word, remember that.
Right.
Because on a daily basis, we are seeing so many words that we are forgetting to recall whenever we need to use them. So that's 2 things to check over. And with that, consider the point of investing into some kind of a mind if possible, rather than speaking just without mind.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Points noted. We'll work on that. Anyone else? Can you please, this girl, Prachika just beside you. Can you give some guest feedback? And what you feel about the meeting? Thank you. Vinita, what about you? Thank you. Actually, table topic is something which give you goosebumps instantly. You come here and you are expecting the topic. Oh man, I should get a relatable topic. And if you get one, the heart is happy instantly. And if you do not get one, then I was actually one of the table topic educational session happened in the last term, and one of the district champion of table topics came to our club, and she actually told us one particular thing, that there might be a situation where you are not aware of the topic at all. You might have heard about the topic in the first place in your life, right? Then what will you do? You are there in front of the audience and you have to speak something, right? You cannot escape and no, I'll not speak. You cannot do like that, right? So what you will do, you will think about the topic. As Vaishak said, you can think about the topic for 10 to 15 seconds and tie the topic to the tree and talk about tree. If you don't know about the topic, because you have to speak something, right? So this is one technique which the district champion of table topic session told us, that this is one of the things which you can use when the topic is not at all relatable. So that could be a tip for the future table topic speakers. The snacks are waiting for us, but we have to announce the results first. So Radha, we are ready. Okay. Can you bring your phone? Okay. I'll start with best speaker for the day. The person who has given the icebreaker, Toastmaster Aditya. Please give it up for him. Okay, so as there was a time-based disqualification for the evaluators, so Toastmaster Revati will be the best evaluator. Please come to the stage. Guys, please give them a thunder of applause. Okay, best role player, yours truly. Thank you so much, guys. Best table topic speaker. I was actually expecting this person. Guest Sumesh. Anyway, best auxiliary role player, the person who has come onto the stage and played the role for the first time, Toastmaster Shruti, for the timer role. Guys, can we have a photo? I will be here. Will you give a thumbs up? Okay. Thing to say for all the members, we do have an Excel sheet in the group description of the WhatsApp group of Whitefield Toastmasters. So if you want to choose any role, go to the description. There is an Excel sheet and you can put in your name. For example, Toastmaster Konda, if you want to give a speech in the 3rd week or 4th week of May, you can put in your name. The dates are there. Okay, so it is in the description of our WhatsApp group. Okay, so with this, I'll sign off as the presiding officer for today's meeting number 69, with the stroke of gavel. Thank you so much, guys. We'll click a picture, group picture here. Please come.